Good morning, everyone. It depends, right? Where are your thoughts right now? Depends. I would like to ask you, what do you depend on? What are the earthly things or people do you depend upon? You know, I live in Greeley, Colorado, and I've been working in Fort Collins lately. It's 32 miles away, and at 7:30 a.m., it's an intensely competitive atmosphere of traffic, put it mildly. Between dodging the potholes and long lines of traffic behind a slow, giant truck and the NASCAR Daytona 500 wannabes, one of these things I depend on is my faithful Nissan Pathfinder. Has over 204,000 miles, which means the motor could fall out at any minute. But I thank God for it being very dependable for me. You know, as I set out in the morning to go to the fort, there's usually somewhere along the way is a poor soul standing by their vehicle with a phone to their ears and the hood up and flashers on, broke down. And once again, I thank God that I can depend on my car and I'm moving forward. The other day, coming back from the fort, there was a car broke down in the median on a very busy street with the front passenger wheel, the very front wheel on the front passenger side, the brakes and everything completely just broke off. It was amazing, just a big clump of steel that the bumper was like sitting on top of all that pile of stuff. Man, the folks in the car had a hopeless look on their faces. Once again, I'm thankful that I can depend on my car as I'm moving forward. I am one of those people who, broke down a couple times over maybe the last 3 years or so, and it reshapes your day in an instant, your whole day usually sometimes. I'm so blessed that I have Sharon in my life, and she helps me. She's helped me a couple of times with battery problems. I can depend on her to help me. Do you have people in your life that you can depend on when you break down? How about physically, mentally, or spiritually? Romans 9:15 through 16, and verse 15 it states, this is God speaking to Moses here, I have mercy on whom I have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I have compassion. So basically, it does not depend on human will or effort, but on God who shows mercy. And on Isaiah 17:7, at that time people will trust in their Creator. They will depend on the Holy One of Israel, God. Now I'm speaking to those who are addicted. There are many different types of addiction. I've been in the shoes of addiction, and it's an evil drug and what I was addicted to, and it felt like I had no one to depend on. No one. We can't depend on anyone who doesn't understand us when we are alone and in our life of addiction. Your friends and family will shy away from you. And your dealer, depending on what type of addiction you have, may take advantage of you. That's even worse. I know these things as I was there. A lot of people who suffer an addiction, me included, claim that God just shut the door on them. Newsflash. Now, in my opinion, God doesn't shut doors. He leaves them open 24/7. If anything, He opens new doors for us. All over the place, new doors. The reality is, the day He shuts the doors, you better be ready, believe me. So who can you depend on here? Here's the test, right now it's a test for you. Your life depends on blank, so fill in the blank here. What do you think? Your life depends on what? Okay, what is your reply? How about love? How about love? The good news is that Jesus does love you. He has open arms for you no matter who you are or what you are. You can depend on Him all the time, 24/7. I gave Jesus my heart. It changed me in an instant for now and forever. I know I have someone that I can depend on. If you are alone right now and wanting to find someone to depend on and changing your life forever, stay tuned. we can help you with that. That's it, folks. We'll see you down the road. Have a great week.
If you have questions about recycling your heart, come to the Greeley Vineyard Church or Google the Vineyard USA website and find a church near you. Contact them, and there will be someone there to help you.